too much baggage. Can I not have but a moment's respite?
I shall strike you down.
Non nécessaire.
Hello. Can I not have but a moment's respite? and kindly stay dead.
Bring the beast in my sight.
Can I not have but a
exile.
moment's respite?
Oh, that was a juicy one, exile. Surprise. You are well prepared for the end. This is a fine.
Hail! That's it then. Glorious.
Dude is a ton. Okay.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
You are captured. Stupid beast.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
You're alive. Stay safe.
Your tolerance for the intolerable is admirable.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Hunt or be hunted, exile! This one is captured. I now will take its survivor. You are well prepared for the end. This is a fine capture.
I've got another one for you.
You have been captured, beast. You will be a survivor. Up you go, little or you will be away. There are no more worthy beasts nearby. So, Aina will go feed the...
Stay safe.
Hey, waving hand, medium light skin tone.
Herr Eisi, was geht?
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Nicht will, lass Jared den Tag ausklingen Yuendi hab gesehen, dass du live bist. Bei dir ja so.
Okay, erstmal den Dude mal wieder auf Deutsch stellen. Sekunde. Nehmen wir sie. Ja, bei mir nicht viel. Ausgeschlafen, ein bisschen einkaufen gegangen. Und ja, jetzt das hier wieder. Freundin auf Arbeit gefahren, der Nachtschicht. Nicht viel. Nächsten. Weiß noch nicht. 2, 3, 4 Stunden daddeln und dann werde ich wahrscheinlich auch irgendwann schon wieder ins Bett gehen. Mal gucken. Ich werde noch ein bisschen an dem Bild rumtüfteln. Das mit dem Boss killen, weil mein anderer Charakter, der kann Bosse nicht sehr gut töten, ganz im Gegenteil. Was ist der hier gemacht? So. Boss tot. Okay. Ich denke, ich werde mir ein Schild holen. Denn ich habe ein bisschen umgebaut und ich habe jetzt genug Prozent Explosionschance, dass ich meinen einen Zauberstab, der mir auch 10% gibt, nicht mehr brauche. Das heißt, ich glaube, ich werde mir ein Schild nehmen und auf Block gehen. Dass ich blocken kann. Denn wenn ich noch ein bisschen mehr aushalte, lebensmäßig, wäre das ganz gut. Okay. Ich hatte hier... Super. Okay. Okay. Dann... Schritt 1. Was gibt es noch an Gibt's hier nicht eine bessere Tabelle? Es gibt irgendwo eine bessere Tabelle. Wieso ist denn das so? Das sieht scheiße aus. Das gab's früher mal anders. Und... Okay. Gibt nichts Sinnvolles. Okay. Ich damit nicht. Dann. Damit auch nicht. Krieg ich hier denn
Hail, Godslayer.
Tempest Shield rein? Nicht. An sich, was ja auch gut wäre, wäre eine Mana Mastery. Hier ist auch noch mehr Block. Hier auch. Es gibt das hier. Gab's da nicht ein Schild? Da. Prism Guardian. Ah. Was kostet das da? Das ist aber doof. Tages brauche ich Blood and Sand. So, das Schild ist doch ganz witzig, weil dann habe ich einfach ein physischer Schadensschild. So. 1000. Ist eigentlich ganz nett.
Ahoy there! Ahoy.
So. Aber ist ziemlich tough, das zu kriegen. Schon kriegen. So. Ist eh klar, dass es Boots werden. Davon ausgehen. Die sehen doch nett aus. Kann doch nicht wahr sein. Schon mal Schuhe. Danke. Okay. Der Rest der Stats muss doch eigentlich machbar. Fangen wir nochmal an. Wir brauchen Old Res. Wir brauchen Lightning Res. Chaos Res wäre cool. Gerne 30. Shield. Gibt es sowas? Gibt es. Sogar sehr günstig. Das ist ja cool. Dann kann ich ja eigentlich sogar sagen. Ja, 30 ist gleich okay. Dann sind wir 70. Aber ich sage ja noch nicht, wie cool. Bis 50 und 50. Gibt es. Ein Schild mit den Stats. Cool. Oh, nehmen wir das. Erstmal. Schauen wir mal. Cool. Wir haben ein Schild. Damit sind wir bei alle Resistances capped. Super gut. Der Vitality jetzt immer noch rein. Cool. Okay. Ja. Ich glaube, ich muss mir noch ein so ein Ding kaufen. Visible Buff Effekt. Kann ich dann suchen. Ja. Hauptsuchen. Okay. Gut. Wir haben das alles gecapped. Wir haben ein kleines bisschen Attack Damage und Spell Damage Block. Ja. Energy Shield. Ich hätte ganz gern Energy Shield Recovery. Oder irgendwas in der Art. So. Nehme ich das Ding raus. Habe ich noch 2 Punkte. Den brauche ich. Klar. Einfach mal 10 Spellblock. Bisschen Energy Shield. Digga, der hat die... Der hat keine... So, aber ich denke mal, Einfach Block. Nein, Blockcat bin ich lange nicht. So ein bisschen was zu haben. So. Tja. Das lasse ich jetzt erstmal so. Was brauche ich denn noch? Der kann weg. Halt die Frage, ob sich das echt so lohnt, aber ich lasse es erstmal drin. Prismatic Violet. Prismatic.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Judy. Das haben wir alles drin. Dann brauchen wir irgendwie einfach nur roten, 2 blaue, ein rot. Na, kriegen wir hin. Ein rot, 2 blau. Perfekt. Dann habe ich immer noch welche frei. Sure.
Gold Slayer.
Und Restoration. So. Den können wir eigentlich leveln. Axt. So, jetzt.
It was not to be.
Priest area.
Thus, the vagaries of chance.
Naja. So, was mache ich denn jetzt mit denen? Vielleicht Cast with Damage Taken.
Hail, Godslayer!
Schon mal 2 Rot. Was mache ich? Oh, witzig. Ach. Müsste ja ziemlich groß sein sogar. Also, Sockets. Oh, da kann ich. Wow, geiles Shit. Sockets 2. Red. Und dann. Bitte ein. Nein. So machst du jetzt. Danke. Okay. Alles an.
I have nothing more to give.
Ah, ich habe kein Mana. Den Scheiß. Okay. Gut. Dann machen wir mal weiter. Ob ich jetzt ein bisschen tankier bin. Ich kaufe mir, glaube ich, noch. Wir machen mal jetzt wieder einen Haufen.
Ahoy there.
So.
Return soon, yes?
Oh.
LOL.
Hey, Voodier. Okay. Need to put the thing in English again. Arabic, Chinese, Czech, English, Kenya. Okay, here we go. We have our guy back again.
What idle strat you using?
I want to build up a new one. Yes. Give me a moment. Okay. This worked. So, I want pack size, elder influence, give me a moment. Okay. Bup. Okay. So, yeah. I'm almost there. Okay. Elder. I need more of those. 10 for 20. Okay. Need a bit more of those too, and then I'm ready. 10 for 16. Yeah. Alright, so my idle strat is here. I have a bunch of shrines. Some reason. Where that is. Yeah, shrines. Let's see. It's important. Oh, this is shit to read. Additional shrine, shrine effect, shrine duration, additional shrine effect, and smuggler's caches. And yeah, the rest, I just want to try this. Then we add shrines. And yes. Okay, let's see how it goes. OBS, PoE. Okay. This is now my Death's Oath 100% boom boom character.
That felt disturbingly good.
It's like ALC and Go but on steroid.
Can I not have but a moment's respite? Oh.
It's a lot.
Hello again, local.
Damn, it's satisfying just pop.
Yep, 100% pop chance. And the map boss in here died as well. But maybe I should pick up the shrines. So my plan is to clear the map and then loot. Okay, here's my map return.
I tried the Fab Gun Strongbox idol strat, its ass.
Let's put my Strongbox. Yeah, he's pretty crazy to be honest. But he is like this every league. So my plan is, I just want to farm, I want to have a strat where I can farm a lot of gold quickly, because I really want to make sure that my city has the worker ready to go all the time and shit, and the ships and everything. So this is most important for me.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
This is why this is the strat right here.
Losing money than making it. Eek, how that guy make Karen.
Okay, let's see how this goes here. Oh, that was the Legion. Okay, one thing I don't want to level up is this. Yeah. Yeah, so what my main strat was in last league is have a very similar character to this. So the Ascendancy is different now. And also run Toxic Sewer and Underground Sea.
I always love a good risk.
Logbook. Yeah, maybe what I want to add is...
I have
Here's the
nothing
thing.
more to give.
I don't think... this guy kills me, I think. Oh yeah, he does. I don't think I can have Elder and Searing Exarch influence. I think it can only be one. So I need to have one different Scarab instead, because I think the Elder one just doesn't do anything. Okay, I need to be able to go past this guy. Wow.
Far too much baggage.
Let's check the next map then. We'll do. So map return. This logbook is 10 chaos. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see next map. But normally it's pretty easy to make money with just map drops. That helped me. And with the city, you know, making gold.
Can I not have but a moment's
Having
respite?
your dudes make the money. Alright, so magic pack size, influenced monsters, additional shrines, here, elder influence. This goes out the window, and instead... Sure. I could do even more shrines. Or do strongboxes. Or Delhi. Not sure. I can do double shrine. We can see about that. It's gonna be a lot of shrines then. Let's see how much gold we're making with the next one. Okay. I changed my ascendancy. to have Zerfi's heart. And then I have a necklace that makes sure that I always ignite. And even shock as well. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Here we go. Come on. Oh.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Okay, boss is dead. Oh shit, we have speed shrine. Oh god. Well, good luck. Do I have the invincible shrine? Well, I don't know. Okay, almost all mobs dead. Okay. Uh, 10k gold, that's not too much to be honest. I think this is the only one here.
Let's see what this tower can really do.
Shrines last a long time with all those idols. See, hope it's not a rippy ritual.
Can I not have but a moment's respite? Okay, last ritual. Yeah, those cute chain explosions is with the ignite thing. It's kind of funny, if it works. Harbinger shard, jeweler orb. It's cool. Okay. Yeah, but decent loot, I guess. And the maps are fun. It's most important for me. Okay. We have a map return. This one is 5 coins. I can also try to use the Elder Influence and see, because I think that one might be better. Let's try it. But then I have to change to Maven. Okay, let's see how this one goes.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Yeah, I'm not going for the boss because the character really sucks for this one. Because it has like 2 phases and I can die. I will log and do it on another character. Oh, speed.
Come on now, don't go all day.
Is your ego bruised?
Okay.
That should make things interesting.
Okay. Cool. I loot the map and then I log on my SRS. My poor SRS boy really deserves a 6-link covenant. I need to... I should get that at one point. Let's do lightning towers.
Divine
And
power!
trees. Lightning.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Those fiends
Oh.
are getting too close to my pump.
Sorry, Cassia. That was too close to your pump. Okay, everything cleared besides the one thing. I could try and go in there, but I don't have any more buffs. I mean,
I have nothing more to give.
I can try.
A match of my might. Take this vitality.
I know exactly why I hate Maven. Influence.
So fallible. Stop at once. Take this vitality boon.
Yeah, not the fastest kill. But hey, got the job done. So, did Elder appear at all? Didn't see him, I think. Huh. Oh. Whoops. Sorry, bro. So. It's 7k. Yeah, fuck off.
Thus, the vagaries of chance.
Combination. Yeah, let's try. There we go, now it's Elder influenced. Ooh! Tink.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Hey. What the hell? Oh my god. Yep, and for some reason the map boss died as well. Bullshit. Oh. Whoopsie. What the hell? These mobs are crazy.
Do not let them reach the purification pump.
Okay.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Whoa, 3.8 div? What the?
You should check out what came in from Ribbenfell.
How goes the adventure?
How you do the shipping mech, just go all in on the resource.
Well, you just want to fill the quota, but if you're lazy, you do the following. You just send 5 Verisium to Ribbenfell, and then you get runes and scarabs back. Here.
I'll give him the word.
Here, this is what I got back. But other than that, you just want to fill the quotas, in my opinion. But Ziggy D also has a video on about the shipping. Rare cannot regen is kind of Here, let's try this. So, what I mean with the quotas, you just send them what they're asking for.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
And the map boss died in there. All right.
As a foreigner, did you see the interaction with Zelensky and Trump, and if so, thoughts?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Josh, and it's complicated, you know. I really understand Zelensky when he says, and you know, I'm not super historically, you know, following everything, but if he's correct with saying, so Putin signed documents to promise something that he later broke, and he did this multiple times, then what's to stop him from breaking the deal that Trump wants to make now? I get that. But on the other hand, Trump is right that, like, Zelensky, what's your option? Well, you want to fucking duke it out?
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
That's not gonna end well for you. So, yeah, it's pretty iffy, huh?
Light is trying to spread.
But that could end up really bad for Europe. I don't know if Putin would go so far to use nuclear. So let's see, you know. And I also understand that, and I think Trump is just brushing this off a bit to appease Putin, I think, and say, where Zelensky says, yeah, Russia was the aggressor and they invaded our country. I totally get that. And as a citizen of the Ukraine, I would be pissed if Zelensky didn't fight for the country. So yeah, it's really fucking iffy. One of the worst things we could have done, Germany. So we generally vote really retarded. And the fucking Greens and the CDU turned off our fucking nuclear power plants. That made us really reliable on any other source, for example, Russian gas. And yeah, that was a shit move. I think the best thing the world can do is just separate as much as you can from Russia. Just fucking sanction until they stop, I think. I don't know. Are they really gonna nuke the planet? So yeah, I would dry them out, I think, but every nation has to do this. Unreal that one fucking country, well, with the help of a bit of North Koreans, can do this, man. This is fucking unreal.
Issue is we have a powerful president right now, and in 4 years you never know with America. You could get another Biden that no one respects, Russia, and it goes south again.
Exactly. You know, the one thing that is said a lot in those discussions is security guarantees. Well, again, if Putin breaks his promises, he breaks his promises all the time, there is no security guarantees. You can always go again. It's a shitty situation. But the whole crashing out in the White House, man, that was bad from both sides. And I think this was the worst I've seen JD Vance. This was not a good look, in my opinion. And yes, Trump, and yes, JD, I understand that Ukraine probably doesn't have the cards right now, but my god, you really need to treat him like this? Rough, huh?
but a moment's respite?
Money!
I think it was that Zelensky came in thinking it was about him and it came off wrong. Perhaps a culture difference.
Yeah.
But all respect, Ukraine would have been gone had it not been for the US sending our armor.
Sure. Yeah. Again, iffy situation. It sucks. Really does. Best thing we could do is invent a time machine. Go back in time. Never let the fucking Democrats win the last election. Well, according to Trump, was rigged. And, you know, whatever. And just let Trump have it.
I just wanted to see what the pulse was in Germany after that meeting.
Yeah. Well, our media is giga biased. Our media hates Trump just as your media does. So whatever your media says basically is what our media says. We have the same retards.
Our media is heavy left-leaning.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Ours
matter
is
who is
too.
president.
Yeah.
If they are Republican, they hate them.
Yep. Ours is too. Very left. And it turned the country to shit. We're so fucked. We have open fucking borders. People come in here. There's one big sort of like stabbing or whatever a week. Where like toddlers die and shit. And the first reaction from the people on the streets, if one of those terrorist attacks happens, is, oh no, we cannot turn racist now. Oh my fucking god, man. We're so fucking brainwashed. It's unreal. We'd rather let this shit continue. It's insane. Fucking insane. And our elections are changing nothing. The current ones. AFD would need 51% to change anything. It's gonna be, yeah, nothing's changing in the country now. It's just fucked.
It's put out new mycelium. New roots.
Yup, I understand. We were in the same boat.
Yeah, but luckily you guys turned the wheel. Seeing, I watch pretty much every Asmund video that comes out, right? And I see he covers a lot of politics and shit. And the whole thing you guys do with ICE, it's brilliant. That you have, what are these? Sanctuary cities? What the fuck? This is insane. And the whole USA thing and stuff. What the hell is happening? But there was a great guy on Joe Rogan who explained a lot, because he's really into this, what the whole US aid is doing.
check who it was. It is Joe Rogan number
You're making me nervous.
2272. Man, I watched the whole thing. This guy has receipts for everything. What's his name? Mike Benz. This guy's crazy. In a good way. And the US has been meddling in other countries for a long time, but yeah, US aid was a big part in that. Let's see how everything goes. Luckily, I'm in a stable job. I can afford everything. I don't have to look at prices. I'm in a very good position. So I'll just sit back, enjoy my life, and see how everything continues.
Do you lock your front door before you go to bed? I think your speech chat is gone.
No. Wait. No, it's still there. No, but I also live in an apartment building. And it's pretty safe. I don't live in a single standing house somewhere.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Test. So you leave your doors unlocked when you go to bed?
Yep. Again, I live in an apartment building on the highest floor. So it's not that crazy here. People aren't breaking into apartments much here.
Far too much baggage.
In this regard, your security feeling might be, yeah, feeling how security is might be worse in the US than here. But depends where you are.
Are you enjoying this new build?
Yeah, but I'm not very satisfied with the gold I'm getting from maps. I need to find a way to make more gold in the maps. And the Atlas being gone is kind of annoying.
True need to buy idol is so annoying.
Yeah, I mean, having both would be cool. Yeah. I need to find how to get gold.
Fact number 1. Gold quantity scales based on item rarity.
If we have
This
both,
means the
it's
more
Atlas
item
on steroid.
Yeah, that would be
rarity
cool
you have
though.
on your gear, or on your maps, or on the monsters that you are killing, the more gold you are going to get.
Okay.
GGG removed quantity scaling with this update, and it would, make sense that item quantity would scale with gold quantity if it continued to exist in the game, but it really doesn't on gear especially. So instead of using that vector to increase the amount of gold that you were getting, you can use item rarity to do so. So that means running the maps with the highest possible item rarity. That means increasing the explicit modifier magnitudes on those maps. It means running items like those shown on screen right now.
That's
that
annoying,
increase
though.
item rarity and the like. The more item rarity you seem to have, the more gold you are going to get. Big credit to Captain Lance, who seemed to be the one that initially broke this idea on YouTube. You can check out his original video on the topic in the description below. Fact number 2,
I mean, I could
gold
try
can
that.
replace basically all item drops.
Get as much as possible. Rarity. Are we making a gold farming build? I really want to, because I want to. The most fun thing for me in PvE right now is doing the King's March. That's the most fun for me. How do I get rarity on items again? Okay. Okay. Well, stupid body armor gives 100%. But in the end, if you get the gold, it's good, no? I need to try. I just want gold. There's also the item rarity support. Okay. Reads Embrace. Apparently it always has 100% of this. Then another 100 rarity when I'm on low life. What the? Oh my god, I wonder. Can I make a build that does something with this? And then 2 times and various would be crazy. And various. Boom.
You can, but it's gonna get one shot.
Depends how we build this, right? Then if we get Bisco's Leash, we have Rampage 2. So, I'm thinking Flicker. Weapon, helmet, amulet is open. Let's try. We make a new character and we try. Do we buy a new character or do we delete one? I have a couple. This guy can go. Create phrecia. What do we? Alternate. There's... Hold on. Increased rarity of items found. Oh, look at this. Damage of enemies hitting you is unlucky while you are in low life. And I am sort of going low life. This is so weird. Wait, what is this? Gambler. And then you go block luck. I could have a lot of block chance. This is weird though. I might go Ranger instead. And Flicker. I'll try, I guess. Okay.
Swift and silent, you stole
phrecia, rarity memes.
That plunders our crops. A straight.
Okay. Yes, Valen's very expensive, by the way.
I've not seen a wilderness like this before. There'll be
Freeze
some dark
Valen
days
with block
ahead.
lucky.
Weird, it doesn't work. let's see.
I'm still breathing, that's a good sign.
Okay. 36, 30, 20, 20. Okay, so 9, and then the next items are 20 and 20.
I've seen you before. Lion Eyes, God hasn't abandoned us.
Okay, what do we have? Um... Yo, rarity.
What strat you using in Settler League for gold?
I pumped the maps to have. It did like 8 mod. I have it on my older videos, I'm sure, on my YouTube. But the explicit map modifier thingy-majiggies, that helped me a lot. Okay. Ah, look. Our dudes are back. Let's quickly log on a higher level character.
Got some goods in from Ribbonfell.
Here, you easily get some scarabs.
Hail! They're on their way.
There you go. I want to buy. Dying breath.
Oh, there's an...
Ugh.
Fine work.
Stay sharp out there.
Okay.
Is Harvest grant more experience good way to LVL up, you think?
Hard to say. If you like Harvest, if it's just good passive thing, why not?
I think I'ma do it, just stack it for leveling this Marauder.
Yeah. Really wonder about the rarity and the gold drops.
The worms
How
will have to
good
wait a bit longer
it
for
is.
this meal.
Can also run rarity support. No.
Farewell.
Hello. Goodbye. I'm not up to that just yet. Pain brings strength. That's nature for you.
Okay. Minions do 1% increase damage per 5 decks. And the whole on killing a rare monster gain one of its modifiers. That's kinda cool.
This game is a whispering trade simulator, damn man.
Yeah. One big trick I can give you is for sure to sort
I've traveled inland.
by
Keep me apprised.
how long they have listed their stuff. AKA wanna sort by only the last hour, and that, in my opinion, increases the chances by a lot. You're getting your item.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Let's see if we can make this happen.
There's no justice in a place like this. Only misery. The tail. Take care.
Okay. Yeah, I think this works.
Yes? Take care. Yes? God hasn't abandoned us.
God Slayer.
As the prey grows more fierce, so must the huntress.
Oh, what the fuck? The stupid necros are always so tanky. I think I'm going like full cold freeze damage stuff. Because freezing everything is a big sort of defense. If I have a weak character like that, that might be a good idea. Let's see.
Quite sure of yourself, aren't you, Huntress? The warden.
Region life and more life.
poe1 defense layer in a nutshell freeze everything.
That for sure is very good, yeah. But having max block chance is very good too, for example. Suppress.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Your crime is trespass. Your sentence is death.
Why is there no
Done for you what I
suppress
would
in
do for
poe1
any
though?
wounded animal, Brutus.
Why is there no suppress? Who knows? They want the game in a different direction. Who knows? It's still in the cooking state, right?
Yeah, I hope there is more good content coming.
Yeah. Same.
Life and death live side by side. This is a strange land.
I hope Harvest goes to poe 2.
You really love Harvest, huh?
My main currency farm for Mage Blood.
Nice. It's good, it's almost always in demand, huh?
Hope for the crafting in poe 2 cause this GGG employer got gambling addict, I think.
Tja. But I feel like this is what... who knows. I really just hope that they continue poe1.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Alright, first item was Wonder Trap.
It pains me greatly to do this. Hard times call for hard hearts.
Let's see.
I'm sure, were the circumstances reversed, you'd do precisely the same.
It's 100%.
If poe1 died, people gonna do private server like war.
How though? I don't think they can right now, right?
You were a good man in a bad situation.
Possible?
Fairgraves.
Wonder Trap. Wonder Trap. It's very different roles. It always rolls
If
up
I
to
guess.
30. Let's do 25. 5. Wow, what the fuck were they so expensive? Okay. Okay, in order for me to be low life,
Hail gods.
I need arrogance later. Otherwise it doesn't work. So I cannot be low life right now. Till I'm able to get that. So at the moment there's not really a point in those boots.
There is full life count as low life in mastery node. Or something like that, I forgot.
Full life counts as low life? No. I'll show you what you mean, I think. I think what you mean is you count as low life when you're at 55 or below. I think that's what you mean. This is kind of cool. But I'm going down here now and get precise technique. Oh, I can also wear the axe now. I could also go flicker.
Yes?
Am I stupid? There.
Take care.
$37 end. That's pure end chest. Ooh. Ooh, what the? That was very lucky.
God Slayer.
Splash.
Going to sleep, GL with story by.
Have a good night. Would be very smart of me to go to bed too. I should go soon. Some accuracy. Here.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Clicker is fun.
I'm so cold and lonely. Embrace me. I wait for the day's return. Darkness. I will take a good wife.
Beauty will grow from your remains.
Jesus.
At last, I have so much as
True face! Your love for a man.
I am travel far.
One rung closer to the top of the food chain.
Ah, fucking golden.
Godslayer. I'm not up to that just yet.
is he? 600. Come on.
Luxury and cruelty go hand in hand.
Looney. I need one more level. Okay, we ready to flicker or what?
I'm not up to that just yet.
That thing! It slaughtered everyone! Help me!
I'll need to toughen
Yeah.
up for that one.
Very funny. So dumb. Whoa. Hey, Looney.
Your trouble.
The king of rats. I'm not up to that just yet.
Here's what's weird. First of all, what is it like to buy a company for $44 billion and then people call you a Nazi on that same thing that you bought?
I did not see it coming.
Man.
It's classic. People will gobble anything down.
Yeah.
that was a good one. I didn't expect that.
Oh, he's never gonna stop.
Wait.
Yeah.
What is it like? Like all this, people used to. The left was in love with you.
Yeah.
And now the same idiots are calling you a Nazi. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life.
I mean,
there's so many examples of people saying my heart goes out to you. You did it with a little enthusiasm that probably wouldn't be recommended with hindsight.
I'm not up to that just yet.
But I was obviously meant in the most positive spirit possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But
it's so strange where people want to think that you are openly, publicly doing secret Nazi C-pile hand motions.
And now I can never point at things diagonally. I can only point at things there and there. And then you have to divide that.
Yeah.
Because that's where the spaceship is, over there. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
when, CNN, when I was in all my trouble.
Absurd.
I agree, and I think that the Elon Musk Nazi salute thing was probably one of the most recent examples of the intellectual dishonesty and the emotional grandstanding and just like the weirdness that people have about this stuff.
Looks
just
like
being
this land
completely
and I are
on
coming to an
display.
understanding.
It's so fucking stupid. Yeah, it was so fucking stupid. And I want you guys to keep in mind that while I don't think that Elon Musk intentionally tried to do a Nazi salute there, and I don't think there was anything really to it, I haven't defended anybody else doing it after him either. Because the only reason why I defended it is that I thought that it wasn't intentional and there was no context to it being... There was no context at all to it, right? Who else? There was a pastor that did it, and Steve Bannon did it as well. I didn't defend either one of them. But I think the level of dishonesty that's happened, I think that's actually one of the reasons why people vote against these guys.
Lever? No, she's just a pain in my ass.
Yes.
Fucking conspiracy theorist?
Yeah. Yes.
What are you doing?
What do I like? I'm a fucking AI with a penchant for chaos. And I'm stuck talking to you. Weirdo.
So,
I'm the life of the party, you little
so do they just do a bunch of drugs and then record a podcast? Is that what they do? Yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening here.
It's kind of a hack to the system where someone can get an NGO stood up for a fairly small amount of money. Like George Soros is really good at this. Like George Soros is like a system hacker. Like he figured out how to hack the system. He's a genius at arbitrage.
George Soros is the Illuminati, by the way.
But these days he's pretty old, but a genius at arbitrage. So he figured out that you could leverage a small amount of money to create a nonprofit,
one like you.
then lobby the politicians to send a ton of money to that nonprofit, so you can take what might be, a $10 million donation to a nonprofit to create a nonprofit and leverage that into $1 billion NGO. A nonprofit is a weird word. It's just a non-governmental organization. And then you can, the government continues to fund that every year. And it'll have a nice sounding name, like the Institute for Peace or something like that.
Yeah.
But really, it's a graft machine.
And what are the requirements with that money? What do they have to do?
Just really no requirements at all.
That's convenient.
So they just get grants and the government just assumes that they're doing good work.
I think a lot of people in the government know that they're not doing good work. But it's a giant graft machine.
Very interesting. Is Elon going to mention he has one? I love how, people say something like that as if it is... I think that, if you tell me that Elon and Trump are scammers and they've scammed people before, I'd be like, yeah, probably. Yeah, that's probably how they could figure it out. I know for me, at least, that's how I can tell that things are scams. It's because I was like, oh, I tried to do this before. Yeah, this won't work because of that. Yeah, it takes one to know one, exactly.
Convicted felon. And everybody knows what it is.
Yes.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's terrifying they could do it so brazenly. to a guy who was the president for 4 years.
Right.
About Trump being convicted valid?
That lawsuit was funded by Reid Hoffman, who is a major Dem donor.
Oh, that's convenient.
And also an Epstein client.
That's interesting.
The plot thickens.
The plot thickens. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Yep.
It's just... It's so blatant. It's like so obvious. The SpaceX lawsuit, the Trump stuff, it's so obvious.
Yes. Like known Epstein clients who are obviously extremely powerful, powerful politically and very wealthy, are Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, and Reid Hoffman. And some others too, but those three.
Man.
So, why was Reid Hoffman so intent on destroying Trump?
You think it's because they're worried about the list coming out?
Yeah, one of the reasons.
I mean, if I was him and I did that, I too would be worried. Yeah, I would be worried. Like, I'd be stressed out about that coming out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm like, this is, yeah, so.
It's so frustrating to be sitting in a situation where the list isn't coming out.
Well, it better come out, hopefully tomorrow.
Well, I mean, why'd they release bullshit today?
I don't know.
What's the point in giving
That's
these...
a good question.
Storm claimed the life
That's a great fucking question.
These people like a happy folder to wave around in front of the camera with nothing in it that's new. Doesn't make any sense. It's not encouraging.
No, it's bullshit. He's right.
Like I said, it's the tough thing that they've got is, they've been made captain of a ship with a hostile crew.
Right.
So.
That's actually probably true. You got a lot of roaches inside of these different areas, and they're getting upset and they're trying to hide the evidence. That's probably what I think would happen. We got somebody who's mad in chat. We'll pull this one up real quick. I knew you were a Republican, which is fine, but spreading this bullshit. What about this do you disagree with? What about this do you not like? This is Reid Hoffman's alt account. Yeah, bro, he made a Twitch just for this. It's George Soros. George Soros on alt account.
I'm
Turn
not up
it
to that
off.
just yet.
Stop watching this. Oh god. Yeah. What's the problem with this at all? This guy. Look at the amount of periods he posted. Yeah. I'll give him like. Do we really have no comment? There's no comment at all. Chat. Why are you so afraid of diversity? I gotta say, I missed the stream at this one, laugh my ass off. Okay, well that's good. This guy was nice. Glad you're streaming. And this is, yeah, he's been positive, and yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. Okay, so as we see again here, it's a complainer in chat that's mad that I'm listening or watching something that they disagree with, but they can't understand or verbalize what the actual problem is. All they can do is sit around and complain and add literally nothing to the conversation at all, right? Like, you get pulled up, you're complaining, that's okay. Let me hear what you have to say. Yeah, again, the problem that I have, and a lot of this, is that it's a counter-argument. Yeah, he's single-handedly dragging down the quality of chat. I know, he's been banned, he's been destroyed. He's done.
They don't have, like, it's not like you have, like, magical powers. You're made captain of a ship with a hostile crew. You still have a hostile crew.
All right.
You've got to bring in people who are gonna.
You got a lot of roaches.
Be helpful as opposed to obstructionists.
Right.
Well, I think he's probably right that a lot of the people that are inside internally don't want to follow the regime change. That's what I would say. I think that's true. This is just speculation. Well, I think it's very fair to like assume that a lot of these people don't want to have their position, questioned or called into, accountability. I think that's what would make sense. No shit. The other faction feels threatened. Yeah, of course.
I
think that's true. This is just speculation. Well, I think it's very fair to like assume that a lot of these people don't want to have their position, you know, questioned or called into, you know, accountability. I think that's what would make sense. No shit, the other faction feels threatened? Yeah, of course.
You know, in the case of Twitter, it wasn't a profitable company. It was like basically a break-even company, but at least it was break-even.
Yeah.
And it had to pass an audit. The federal government is not break-even. It's literally losing $2 trillion a year.
That's a lot of money.
And it does not pass its audits. It fails its own audits. So, like...
Why don't they just change the rules for the audit? Like, I mean, if I was the federal government and I was filling my own audit, like, I mean, that kind of makes me look bad, right? Like, I just changed the fucking rules. Fuck that. Yeah. Fuck. What a bunch of retards.
You know, there's a case where, like, I think Senator Collins was telling me about how she gave the Navy $12 billion for more submarines.
$12 billion.
Got no extra submarines. And then held a hearing to say where'd the $12 billion go, and they were like, we don't know. That was it. I mean, basically, stuff is so crazy. Like only the federal government can get away with this level of waste. Waste. It's mostly waste. It's mostly not fraud.
See, this actually goes to like what some people who are critical of Elon Musk were saying, is that the USAID is like the tip of the iceberg. Like, you know, like USAID paid like $70,000. This was like $12 billion. So like, if you really want to find out where the serious problems are, you go look at the military spending, and that's where you're going to have the real big boys.
It's mostly waste. It's mostly just ridiculous things happening.
Because they've been able to do it this way for so long, and they've become accustomed to it.
This shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Milton Friedman said, like, money is most poorly spent when you're spending someone else's money on people you don't know. How much are you going to care?
Right.
And that's the federal government.
Yeah.
So they're spending someone else's money on people they don't know.
So they spent $12 billion for new submarines, and there's no new submarines?
Should be careful what I offer my tribute.
It's so outrageous that I almost don't even want to believe it. How does that happen? You shouldn't trust Elon? Oh, and I should trust the government instead. Great. What a good idea. What a good idea. That's been going really well. You know what? What a great idea. Let's trust the government. The government would never do anything wrong. Can't trust anyone? Well, yeah, but I think you're right. I'd want to see more evidence for this too. But yeah, I think that really one thing that they should do is that they need to do like deep dives into these different claims, right? And then really kind of investigate the web of like where this money went, who was involved, and how it happened. Because I think that's the problem, is that people see these big numbers, and a lot of people, including myself, it's very good, like, soundbite, it's very good headline material, but it's hard to really be certain that this stuff is happening. I think that they need to have, like, hire people to do, like, detailed reports to explain to people how exactly this happened. It's very difficult. Yeah. What is this here? Investigate and show us the evidence. Yes, exactly. And start making arrests. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I think should happen, too. Change the way the audit is done. That's Doge, though, right? No, I was just joking around about that. That's all. And, yeah. I feel like the money ain't going where it's supposed to in many other countries, too. Yeah, I think so, too. I think there's a lot of cases where that's true. Remember what Trump said that he had the intel that the 2020 election was rigged on Joe's podcast? Yeah, I was... Yeah, that never happened, did it? Yeah, because I did hear about... I've heard before that the 2020 election was rigged, and that it was rigged against Trump. And they tried to rig this one, but it was too big to rig, so they couldn't rig it against Trump this time. And so he still won presidency. But they tried to cheat again, but it wasn't enough. He still broke through, right? Yeah, so who knows? Bingo. Yeah, it's another bingo. And, yeah, and Joe, why don't you share those documents? No, I think that they do need to be more transparent with the actual documents and explaining it. So, yeah. Doge is doing good work, but it's still small potatoes. I think you're right. I would love to see them go into the defense budget and look at that. I think that the military, like, again, like USAID is the tip of the iceberg. The military budget is the iceberg. I think that's the big one. And I think there's probably other entitlement programs that my understanding is that like the entitlement programs that we have and the military budget is about the same amount of money that we're spending, somewhere around there. So
Digga,
I
was
think
ist
that
denn
probably
ein
both of
scheiß
those, there's, like, a ton
Problem?
of fraud.
Spaß.
UAPs. They're going to release all the UAP information. So you're the guy to ask
They
about
might be,
this.
yeah.
What if any possibility is there that there is some sort of advanced propulsion system technology that's being worked on in secret? And that they're trying to cover
100%. I'd be mad if there wasn't. Really. I'd be fucking pissed. Yeah, like, yeah, y'all better figure this shit out before somebody else does. They're obviously going to figure it out sometime, yeah.
cover this up with this talk of aliens and alien tech and not of this world.
I'm not
and
up to that just
is it
yet.
possible that there's some sort of very secret program that's going on in cahoots with some defense contractors that are developing advanced propulsion systems that they're using for these drones?
Good question.
I mean, SpaceX, you know, my company SpaceX has the most advanced rocket technology in the world. I think I'd know.
Right.
And to the best of my knowledge, there is not any magic. There's not like some super advanced propulsion technology.
There have been people who have theorized different gravity drives and different things. Is there anything that's ever gotten past the theoretical stage?
No.
Nothing.
Well, there's nothing even that I'm aware of that works in theory. It's not like I would like this to exist, to be clear. I would like this to exist. And I have the... from a
Reality is
security
boring?
clearance standpoint,
Yeah.
I have top secret. I have equivalent of like an all-access pass from a security clearance standpoint. So, I don't think they're hiding it from me, basically. I don't think they could.
Unless it's
To be fair, I think, didn't they try to hide things that were happening in the Area 51? Didn't they try to hide that from Dwight D. Eisenhower, the president himself? I remember reading something about that a long time ago. Yeah, they did. And so then he said, yeah, he basically said, like, okay, I'm going to show up with the military and then, you know, we're going to work this out. So, like, I don't think that that's the, that's like entirely, you know, like a certainty.
completely in these weapons manufacturing corporations.
I mean, I know these weapons manufacturing companies, like from Boeing, Lockheed, and Northrop. I mean, yeah, they do some interesting things, but they do not have. There's no breakthrough that they have.
So
I'm confident.
So spaceships aren't real. That fucking sucks.
Spread the word amongst your kind, Nightmare. You're not
Yeah, it
welcome in my
sucks.
world.
The fuck? What the fuck? Bro. Why not?
Well, I mean, the government's one big
They're
promiscuity
Chinese,
down.
Yeah, well, you can tell
I
me
mean,
better than anybody.
Social Security is the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time.
Right,
People are
explain
mad
that.
about this clip.
Oh, so well, people pay into Social Security, and the money goes out of Social Security immediately. But the obligation for Social Security is your entire retirement career.
Yeah.
So you're paying with you're paying like if you look at the future obligations of Social Security, it far exceeds the tax revenue.
Yeah.
Far.
That's true.
Have you
He's
ever
right.
looked at the debt clause?
Yes.
Okay. There's our present day debt, but then there's our future obligations. So when you look at the future obligations of Social Security, the actual national debt is like double what people think it is.
That's
because
bad.
of the future obligations. So basically, people are living way longer than expected.
We gotta kill them.
I'm not up to that just yet.
That's, I mean, obviously, right? Yeah, I guess so.
There are fewer babies being born, so you have more people who are retired and get that live for a long time and get retirement payments. So the future obligation. So however bad the financial situation is right now for the federal government, it will be much worse in the future.
I think this is happening to a lot of countries, right? Where like more and more of their population is aging, and then the aging people that are part of the population that are drawing on like different entitlement programs are outnumbering the people that are younger. Yeah, I know. I think it's happening to Japan and the UK as well. And so like, yeah, that's actually quite common. And where worse than this? Maybe, I don't know. People were living to 150 years old. That's actually not true. Apparently, Trump said that there was a person who was living, it was like 360 years old. So it's actually even more than that. We had Dracula collecting Social Security for a long time. Yeah, it's been pretty bad.
Was that what's taking so long with this Epstein files?
Yeah, what's up with that?
What is up with that?
What's up with that? Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Like,
yeah,
it's like Lucy and the football with Charlie Brown, when she always pulls that football away. It's the same thing. It's like they keep telling us they're gonna release it day one. Oh,
you're
day
in a
one.
serious case of no one's being arrested phobia, you know.
Well, there's also right.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Also, there's this real fear that someone's destroying the evidence, and you keep hearing these stories.
I think that's probably what happened. And I don't think that's what's happening. I think it already happened.
Enough of this.
Like, I don't see how you would. Yeah, of course.
Unsubstantiated stories.
Yeah.
Of, you know,
It's long gone,
FBI
yeah.
people
Well, where is the
shredding
evidence? I mean, the guy
what's
had
going
like
on.
tons of videos and recordings.
Yeah.
I mean, he had all sorts of things.
Right.
Like, there's a mountain of evidence.
Right.
So where is that mountain?
Yeah, where is that mountain? And what would be
There's no
the
more mountain.
reason why they would
shaved it
agree?
all.
Watch yourself.
Like, there would have to be something in it for them to agree to not put it out. Right? Like, there has to be some sort of financial entanglement, some sort of relationship with the people that are on that list.
Yeah.
That they can provide a value that was big enough for you to not release it, or to slow release it, or to hope you can get away with like putting out some redacted files that don't show anything.
Yeah.
This is only
a whole bunch
stage
of
one.
redacted.
Only stage one. Don't worry, the real stuff's
Yeah.
coming. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why wouldn't you just release it all? Like, what?
Yeah.
What could possibly be
Well,
worth protecting in there?
Ghislaine is in prison for a crime. It is interesting. Didn't she? If she went to jail for trafficking. So if you traffic something. So if there's a person. And they're trafficking. You have point A to point B. Right? Naturally. So what's this? And what's this? It's just confusing. It's very confusing.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Exactly, yeah. How is it that... Yeah, A is Epstein, B is Diddy. That's it? It's that simple? Yeah, I don't know what to say. But yeah, it's like, how did this person get arrested and nothing else happened?
I mean, I think I've got probably the same information that. I mean, I'm just reading what's the latest thing on the X. You know, I'm just looking at my X feed, and I'm like,
yeah,
you know, it's a real page turner. And like, I thought we were gonna get some revelations today. I was like, big binders full of stuff.
Yeah.
There's got to be something in there.
Yeah,
well,
people
there was
are
all those people that were given a copy of it. They were all like waving
Yeah,
it
it
around
sounds-
like they got the Willy Wonka ticket.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So
I think Laura Loomer released it online. I think. Right?
She's not very pleased about this.
So does anybody find anything in there that's interesting?
No, it's all old stuff from 2015.
It's all just a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is. Like, I don't even know what to say. Oh, God. Elon Musk DEI damaging the air traffic. Oh, here we go. Have you reacted to Zelensky's visit to the White House? Yeah, I reacted to that. I did. I'll watch the Marco Rubio interview in a bit. I haven't gotten to it yet.
Saying that we need highly qualified air traffic controllers. If you've retired, if you would consider doing it again, we could use you.
Yes. So a lot of really qualified air traffic controllers were pushed out because of DEI stuff. So I mean, not to be blunt, I mean, a bunch of really good, talented old white guys were pushed out. It's not cool. And so
We gotta get some evidence for this.
There's a talent shortage in air traffic control because of DEI and not hiring people on merit.
Saying.
Yeah. We gotta get some evidence. We gotta see this. I want to see it. No evidence of this? I mean, I could see it happening, though. Like, I mean, I'm not willing to write a blank check either. But I definitely, like, want to see some evidence for sure. I could believe it. Absolutely. Yeah, it's hard to believe. Really? Is it actually hard to believe when you see people that are practicing forms of discriminatory racism all over the place? And then this idea is hard to believe, too? I don't think... Yeah, I feel like it's very easily believable. Right? I mean, they do this at schools. They do this, like, they openly do this with... like, there's, like, even accounts that are these people that work at these places that have these mindsets that do it. Yeah, I think it's easy to assume that.
Like payments account. The main payments computer is called PAM. Like payment accounts master database or something like that. But everyone calls it PAM.
I'm not up to that just yet.
That's responsible for almost $5 trillion of payments a year, roughly $1 billion an hour. And when we came there, we're looking at this PAM, and it's like the payments have no... you could put a payment through with no payment categorization code and no description on the payment. Like basically untraceable blank checks. This is the kind of thing that if it was done as a public company, the company would be immediately delisted and the executive team would be thrown in prison.
Yeah.
But this is just normal at the government. So we said, okay, our recommendation to the Treasury and the Federal Reserve was like, we need to make the payment categorization codes mandatory, not optional, and there needs to be an explanation. We're not judging the quality of the explanation, but there should be some explanation for what this payment is for, above nothing. That's a radical change to the system that is being implemented now.
So there's no, they don't even have to
my
explain
guess is
where
that
the money's
place
going?
is
That sounds like
$100 billion a
bullshit.
year.
$100 billion? And I'm not getting any of that.
Yes.
What the fuck?
See you.
All right, we'll watch one or two more. Then after that, we're gonna go ahead. We gotta look at some other stuff too. It's called security clearance. Not everything can be labeled for everyone to see. Maybe that's the case.
The reason I went so hardcore for Trump was because, to me, this was a fork in the road, a very obvious fork in the road. If they had another 4 years, they would legalize enough illegals in the swing states to make the swing states not swing states. They would be blue states. Then they would win the presidential. They'd win the House, the Senate, and the presidency.
Yeah, I believe this too. I do. I think that the Democrats would be massively against illegal immigration if it led to people that were super conservative coming in there and displacing them. Yeah, absolutely. Because it's just what makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you do this?
They would then make district, DC into a state.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Puerto Rico, get 4 extra senators, pack the Supreme Court. So then you'll have the House, Judiciary, Senate, and presidency, all blue. And then they will keep importing more illegals to cement that outcome. Basically what happened in California.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It would have been the end. That's why I went so hardcore for Trump. It was otherwise been the end. And that's why...
And I think that also the funny thing about this is in the long term, this probably won't even happen. Because like you're seeing a lot of like Hispanic populations and Latino populations voting for Trump even. Right? So like I don't even think this is a good long-term strategy, but it's a good short-term strategy.
The Democrat machine is so intent on destroying me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mostly men now. Well, I don't know. Not in our lifetime. Maybe not. This is the last one.
But I think if I fully destroy the corruption and the graft, they will kill me.
That's a fucked up thing to live with.
Yes.
I've never felt further
Man.
from what I know and love.
Man.
Damn it.
Well, listen,
He's
I
talking
really
about
hope they
Reddit.
don't kill you.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I strive to be alive.
Oh Jesus.
But I think if I...
Yeah, and wow. Elon Musk is still refusing to say that it wasn't a Nazi salute. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, the reason why, and this is the reason why you don't play into this game. So, it's kind of like what happened with Black Myth Wukong, and this is the way that the media wields power. The media wields power by misinterpreting and misunderstanding what you're doing on purpose, and then putting out fake information that then you have to correct, which then legitimizes the media. So if you basically, by playing the game, you lose. Because if you play the game, you legitimize them. And so that's why you can't play the game. Yeah, just ignore them, exactly. And that's what's happening with games media, and you're seeing video games recovering very quickly, right? And now you're seeing a lot of these studios that are moving away from these practices, moving away from caring about what these different places think, and go like and just do and make good games, right? It's because these places are they don't actually really matter. They only matter as much as you think that they do. And so as soon as you have people that aren't playing into their games and they aren't playing into their power dynamic, you immediately have it fall apart, right?
Hey, Looney.
You? What is that? A cockroach. I like dash. Believe me, not a cockroach.
Reactive Asmon being reacted to. Why people actually hate Asmongold. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. It's actually a really good video? Okay, alright.
I find it quite strange how a lot of people on the internet just jump to conclusions without any hint of evidence. It's sad to...
stupid. Mystery solved.
To see how critical thinking seems almost endangered among the chronically online. A lot of people just follow trends of hatred without actually taking the time to find evidence to back up their accusations. Just because a lot of people are saying something doesn't make it true. We've seen this happen with a lot of public figures, especially in recent years. A good example would be J.K. Rowling. I'm convinced the majority of people who hate her do so simply because others do, because it's become a popular trend. I remember watching a video on critical thinking by a teacher, Warren Smith. In this video, Warren challenges a student of his to actually think for themselves on this exact topic. All he did was encourage his students to broaden his perspective and look into the situation himself, using rationality and critical thinking.
So let's get specific though. Let's define individual. what things to do. We're going to treat this as a thought experiment. I'm not going to say what's right or wrong or what way to think. The whole point is to learn how to think, not what to think.
Yeah.
So when you say bigot, you're starting with the conclusion that given her bigoted opinions.
Yeah.
First, let's start with
This is the way most people start at the conclusion and they work backwards. That's the way that most people think, unfortunately.
So when you say bigoted,
she has.
So I guess now that we're looking at
2 minutes later.
There's not much difference between me or her. Do you think it's fair that she's being attacked by a large group of people? And
Yeah,
people are
is that
calling
fair?
her? You said at the beginning of this conversation, you said, given the fact that J.K. Rowling is transphobic, how do you feel about
Yep.
Harry Potter?
They start
Now,
with the conclusion.
Retroactively looking at that statement, do you think that was the best way to phrase it?
No, I feel like an idiot now.
Warren Smith then apparently got
Well, no,
fired.
that makes that kid smarter than 90% of people on the internet. 90% of people on the internet would have never said that. But at the end of that, they would have said, "Oh, bro, you really a transphobe, though. Like, oh, bro, this guy sucks." Yeah, no, actually based. Yeah, based kid. Because not everybody's going to know everything.
From his teaching job for encouraging critical thinking.
So it happened yesterday. I was fired from my full-time teaching position.
Yeah.
This decline in critical thinking is one of the many reasons I believe a lot of people dislike Asmongold. In certain online
People don't like critical thinking because critical thinking breaks down narratives, and a lot of people that are in charge of internet communities have more of a allegiance to a narrative than they do to the community or to truth. And so anybody, like, you think about it like this, right? If you apply critical thinking, you come to conclusions that are inconvenient. Like, for example, I think that trans sports are like one example of that. Or you could look at it with climate change, I would say. Or you could look at it with other types of like human rights. And if you apply critical thinking to these topics and you evaluate them logically, you come to conclusions that are oftentimes oppositional to what side, quote, that you're on. And people don't want to be on the wrong side, because one thing we've learned about the internet is that if you're wrong by 1%, you might as well just be the opposite.
spaces, especially among specific communities, there's a lot of
You think
hate.
critical thinking has declined? I think that critical thinking has not only has critical thinking declined, I think people have trained themselves for
I'm not
critical
up to that
thinking to
just yet.
decline. Because people that make mistakes and they critically think for themselves, instead of just repeating what they've already heard and what they're supposed to say, those people get ostracized and they get kicked out of their community. So I think it's even farther than that. I think that people actively try to avoid critical thinking. They're afraid of critical thinking because that could put them in an opposition with people that they're on the same side with.
Towards him that is unwarranted and simply
A lot
built
of people
on
get
lies.
mad about
The more I looked into this, the weirder this echo chamber became.
Asmongold is just like someone who makes a living off stealing from other people.
Like, you're a racist, dude. Asmongold is a fascist. He's just like actually one of the purest examples of the moderate wing of fascism thing. Also, Asmongold's editor is a Nazi.
So Adolf Jr. My editor is a Nazi. I guess we're not seeing his point of view. That's too bad. Wow.
You're over here. This is the fake laugh he does, and I don't respect him at all. I don't know, maybe his audience is like 12-year-old boys. Maybe they really buy this and think it's funny.
He's racist.
Why people hate Asmongold. Okay. And to be fair, I talked to Poke a little bit privately. It seems like we might be able to work things out. So no hate to Poke.
In my research for this video, I genuinely tried to find actual substantial reasons for the hate outside of the lies. I'm an advocate of trying to see both sides' perspectives on any topic.
Jesus, bro, people.
I found quite a few videos on YouTube that I'd like to unpack and try to understand why there is so much hate against Asmongold. First off, by what I've seen, a lot of the hate against Asmongold seems to have stemmed from other YouTubers' disdain for React content. In my
what I found to be really funny about people getting mad about React content is that this this has totally done a U-turn. Is that now people are not mad that I'm reacting. They're mad that I aren't reacting. Sorry, that I'm not reacting. Like, there'll be a video that comes out and they'll be mad at me because I haven't watched it. And they saw that, and this happened with like the Elon Musk thing with Quinn's video. It happened with, I remember there was some Bernie Sanders video people wanted me to watch, and then it also happened with the Hassan content nuke from Ethan. And so now the entire narrative has shifted from no longer am I this parasite, but I'm now the, I'm the ring giver. I'm the person that they want me to react to the video because that legitimizes
I'm not up to that
it.
just yet.
So I think we've totally turned this around.
Researcher stumbled across a video titled Asmongold is
more.
Bad,
Yep.
Why I Don't Like Asmongold Videos by a channel called Savior 3.0.
In this video that he's reacting to my video. He's gonna talk about how reactions are bad. Okay.
Video we hear the usual rant about React content having a negative impact on other channels and YouTube as a platform.
He gets the benefit from all of this unpaid labor. He gets the benefit from all of this hard work from other content creators, but he doesn't actually have to do any of the heavy lifting.
This YouTuber then played an excerpt from a large and actually pretty popular channel called Dark Viper AU,
Oh, we know
where
Dark
he
Viper.
spoke in depth about why React content is bad for channels and the platform as a whole, using Asmongold as the primary example.
This guy's been mad about me for like, I think 4 or 5 years now. It's been crazy how long this guy's been mad.
Over the last few months, I've learned that very few people seem to understand why React content is harmful. React content is a system of exploitation that siphons an incalculable amount of money and exposure away from the hard-working into the pockets of the incredibly lazy.
Dark Viper had some decent points and clearly did a lot of research into this, but somehow in this
Your
whole
death
video
doesn't
he
fix
missed what I
anything,
believe
Piety,
is the most
but at least it
important
won't
aspect of React content. I'll actually read a comment that I found while watching this video because I think it best describes the problem with this argument. I don't agree with the idea that reaction content is stealing. When watching someone like Asmongold, it's not about the original video content itself, but rather about his personal take and commentary. People watch him because they want to hear his thoughts, see his reactions, and experience his unique perspective. His popularity is built on his personality and how he engages with the content, not just the content itself. Even if he simply talked about the videos without showing them, his audience will still tune in because they're following him and his reactions, not just the video being reacted to. Reaction content requires charisma, personal insight, and the ability to entertain, which is what draws viewers in. This is nearly a perfect comment.
Well, that's why a lot of people watch the videos that I do, right? I mean, there are people that, like, you know, there are people who react, and, like, I remember, you know who really fucking pissed me off about this was Emmy. Oh my fucking god. So, she was gonna watch my video about the steak, and she was watching it with Bonnie. And the entire video, they're not even reacting or talking about the video that I'm doing at all. They just have the video on while they're talking about some other random fucking bullshit. I was losing my mind getting mad about this. I was, yeah, they didn't even react the right way.
In the context of Asmongold, but the only thing that is disputable is that not all React content is actually done in good faith.
No.
Some of it is blatant stealing. The Actman has a fantastic video titled The Dark Side of React Content that I completely recommend on this subject. In fact, in his video, he even mentions how Asmongold reacting to one of his videos, yes, affected its viewership negatively, but how he spoke to Asmongold and Asmon agreed to watch his videos a few days after release in the future.
What I realized is that if you're a big creator who's going to react to someone's video, you should wait at least 4 days for it to be pushed in the algorithm naturally. And that's what Asmon and I talked about and agreed on. After
he and I, we're totally good. Like, I like the Act Man a lot. We've talked about that, a number of other things too, in DMs, no problems.
This happened.
The Actman then went on to
100%.
talk about the positive impact reactors like Asmongold have had on his channel.
Some might say, but Actman, he's stealing views from you. Those views belong to you. Maybe they do. I can't say for certain, but what I can say is a lot of people who are subscribed to my channel wouldn't be subscribed if Asmongold never made these videos.
Although I agree with
There's positives and negatives. I think that's the truth, is with React content, there are positives and negatives. Each case is going to be a little bit different. I personally think that if you make the argument with React content, I actually, and this is going to be maybe controversial, I don't think that you can't make that argument towards
I'm
video
not up to
games.
that just yet.
Because I think that watching somebody play a video game can, because the argument with React content is fundamentally that React content exists inside of the ecosystem and then therefore cannibalizes views away from the original content. And it effectively acts as a market replacement. I think that a lot of people watch video game playthroughs instead of buying a video game themselves. And I think if somebody does that, you also have an instance where a person who is performing much less labor and much less work is getting a disproportionate benefit from somebody else's labor and work that in some cases causes a market replacement for purchasing said work. So I think that if you look at it from that perspective, reacting to a video is not that much different than reacting to playing a video game. Help sales? Yeah, but you can say it helps sales, but at the same time, not always, right? Not always. And that's the point. I think it's kind of different. I don't think it's different personally.
Of Dark Viper AU's video, there's something he says here at 15 minutes and 5 seconds that I completely disagree with.
I hope by the end of this video that you will come to understand why this exposure and money would either entirely or almost entirely have gone to other content creators if not for Asmongold's interference. Not just the people that Asmongold steals labor from, but everyone in the wider market.
You could easily say the same thing about every single channel on YouTube, including Dark Viper AU. Dark Viper has 1.5 billion views that could have
Ja, no. Ja, ja.